Hello, Leo. This is your reading for the next 48 hours. We're going to open up the reading today with the koi fish spirit. And this one says, there is always enough. So I like that. I feel like this is, for a lot of us, this is a season of abundance, okay? So the idea that there is always enough, making us feel as if we are enough, we have enough, and we can create enough. Okay, there is always enough. There's enough to go around for all of us. Let's do our Dove and Serpent spread. We start with the Moon card. We have a 6. Look at that, 6 of Cups. Very nice. 3 of Wands. We have the World card. We have the Hermit. We have a 10. So there is a lot of abundance here already with the 6 and the 10 and the World card as well. Yeah. Even though there may be some uncertainty still, a little bit of fog with that Moon card, but I feel like that's lifting, okay? We have a Chariot. We have a 6 of not only of Cups, but of Pentacles too. So there is, oh, and a 9 of Cups. Yeah, okay, there is always enough, and this is confirming it. But we do have a 3 of Swords as well. So I feel like there might be, for some of you, it seems like there might be a little bit of, like a difficult time acknowledging that there's enough, a difficult time maybe accepting the good stuff or, believing that the good stuff is out there for us. Yeah. Let's select our mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot. This is the factor infinite and unknown. We're just going to set it down right over here with our little sea turtle friend right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading, Leo. If at any point during this message you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments down beneath the video. Now let's look around the room. We see major, 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 major. There's some fire. There's certainly good water energy, a little bit of air that we have to deal with. And there is, of course, our earth energy here, okay? So it's, it's balanced. There's a little bit of everything, but there's a lot of the water energy, and I think that is really the perfect. There's a little obstacle with the 3 of Swords, but not a big deal, right? We have so much of this good water energy. But let's start with the Moon card. This is mystery, okay? So it could be that there are things for you that are not fully clear yet. It could be about a relationship. It could be about a financial situation. It could just be generally in life that there's something that we need to see. There's something that we're waiting for clarity for or with. This is a card of dreams and intuition, the subtle feelings. So it's kind of saying, yeah, there is a mystery right now in your life. Pay attention to your gut. Pay attention to what's going on inside of you, dreams, intuition, and the subtle feelings, okay? Beware of illusions. Beware of misunderstandings. If there is some sort of confusion right now or in the next 2 days, next 48 hours, Leo, there may be something that is not quite clear. And it's important that you don't make any decisions when you're in that foggy space. Okay, this is something that may be clouding your judgment right now. So it's kind of saying err on the side of caution. Don't rush any decisions. Wait for clarity. And this seems to be everyone in this cycle. I've been doing every reading has been next 48 hours during this energetic cycle. Everybody's getting cards of clarity. Everybody's getting cards of let's wait. There's some sort of fog. We need the clarity before we can make the big decision, or before we can see what the next move is, or before we jump to conclusions, So it's not a time to rush. We're waiting for clarity, and embrace the fact that we don't know something right now. Let it unfold. Let the clarity happen, and just say, I'm not going to be pressured into making a decision right now until I know the facts, until I'm comfortable and confident that I know what I need to know in order to go forward. Okay. So this is saying that, yeah, shadows may be there, but that's part of the process of discovery. So you're trusting in those deeper instincts that are going to guide you. And I think that we are, we're sort of we're going to choose positivity and love and generosity until we see some sort of evidence otherwise, you know? So I think that's why we have all of the water energy, especially that Six of Cups, which is saying, like, let's give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Let's give ourselves the benefit of the doubt. Let's be positive right now. Let's assume things are okay until we get some sort of clarity, if there is any, that things are not. Okay? Let's choose to be loving and generous. Let's choose to be positive. Let's be hopeful, right? So the Six of Cups, which is this card here, this is what we're going to use to help us while we wait for the clarity about the next path. We're just going to kind of celebrate the people around us. This is a card of community and family. Okay? There may also, for some of you, be this something from the past that is kind of, coming back in with a message. And I feel like maybe there is some clarity about the past that you're waiting for. Okay? This sometimes is a card of nostalgia. It's sometimes a card of, like, connections from the past that are resurfacing. And that moon card may just be, we're uncertain about what this is, and we're gonna welcome it, but we're gonna be a little bit cautious at the same time. Okay? It's also a card that's saying we should embrace the simple pleasures and embrace the moments of joy. When you're in a dark, scary forest, why not just have a little fun? Why not just try to enjoy the night while we wait for the sunrise, So I feel that there is some sort of, there's a potential for misunderstanding. There's some information that we're not privy to right now. There's some path that we can't quite see because of the fog or the clouds or the mist, So it's saying, let's just be positive, and let's show kindness, and let's be curious, but let's be friendly, and let's be hopeful. Let's be in good spirits as we navigate the uncertainty. Okay. And again, there may be some sort of connection from the past that's coming back, and I feel like it's bringing a lot of good feelings. But it may be that at first you're kind of not trusting the energy. You're not trusting the person, or you maybe feels like there's ulterior motives or something like that for some of you. Okay. So what I would do if there's something that is uncertain or unclear, I would try to be positive and hopeful. Just kind of hope for the best, but still be cautious. Welcome the energy in, be very friendly and cordial and polite, and embrace the situation, but always, be on the lookout for what your gut's telling you, what your intuition's telling you, and, the facts that you're seeing and the evidence that you're witnessing. Okay? I think that's going to be very important for the next couple of days. Now, beneath the surface, you have a Three of Wands. This is a card, really, of looking out over our lives. We've gotten this higher perspective. You're up here on a plateau, and you're looking over your life and kind of thinking, okay, what next? What else are we doing here? I think for some of you, that uncertainty or the fog of the moon card is that you're trying to look at the work you've been doing, the effort that you've been putting into life, and you're trying to see the results. You're trying to look to see, is what I'm doing worth it? Is this growing? Is this expanding? Is the progress there, and is it visible? I feel like a lot of you are getting a confirmation in the next 2 days that will tell you, yes, the effort that you've been putting into your life are showing results, that the expansion and the growth are on the horizon. Progress is steady and visible, and probably a lot closer than you think. So this is a card of staying patient, continuing to move forward, being I feel like the Six of Cups is kind of like you're being given a gift, and we're standing back to make sure, like, is this really what I want? Is this real? And I think that this is going to be the confirmation that the work that you've been doing the effort that you've been putting into your life in any domain is working, is having the desired effect, you know. Because this is a card of anticipation, that what you've set in motion now, we want to see the good stuff coming in. Well, maybe the Six of Cups is life giving you a gift, yeah. That there has been a little bit of cloudiness. I'm not sure if what I'm doing is actually working, or if it was a good idea, or, you know, I can't really see yet. I feel like that Six of Cups for a lot of you is going to be the gift from the universe, and you're going to receive it and say thank you and say, is this really, you know, let's make sure it's real. Let's make sure there's substance there. So I think it's a confirmation that your efforts are paying off. This is a card of confidence in your vision. It's allowing you to receive, right? The Six of Cups, this is you giving love, but also receiving the love, the gift, the reward, the blessing, you know, the pleasure. This is a card of pleasure. And for a lot of you, this is going to be a couple of days where something's going to feel very good, but you're not going to be sure if it is good. You know, it's like this tastes delicious. Kind of reminds me of that Seinfeld episode where they're eating the non-fat frozen yogurt, you know. And it's kind of like, this tastes really good, but is it good for me, you know? And I think that, you know, I think you're going to get the confirmation that, yes, it is. It is really, truly what it appears to be for you. So anyway, this is confidence as well. That's giving you the ability to receive the blessings, the gifts, receive the good stuff in life, okay? We also got a world card back here. The entire world. Let's not forget the koi fish spirit. There is enough, okay? A major cycle. I feel like a lot of you are getting to the end of a big accomplishment. This is kind of celebrating an achievement. So some of you are reaching the end of something and thinking, gosh, is this real? Like, did I really finish the race? You know, getting that Six of Cups and thinking, am I dreaming or is this real? You're stepping into a sense of wholeness and fulfillment. Okay, for a lot of you, it's going to feel like a very difficult journey has been finished, and you're going to see how far you've come, and you're going to have integrated those lessons. Okay, but this is a moment for a lot of you of accomplishment, joy, and closure. And that Six of Cups is the pleasure of that accomplishment and that closure. For some of you, I do feel that there is something from the past that might be coming back. It may be something that you thought was over, and then here it is kind of showing up again in a very positive way, as a gift, okay, as a gift. And it's up to you how you're going to receive that and how you're going to view that sort of gift, you know. It's also a card of a new chapter. I think that we're honoring the ending fully, we're integrating the lessons, and we're getting ready for that new chapter. A lot of you are having the realization in this 2-day window that you're part of a bigger picture. And I think that you're embracing your place in life and realizing that you have a very important and significant role in the bigger scheme of things, okay? Maybe leadership stuff for some of you. It may be like the contribution you're making to the world, the dent that you're leaving in the universe, right? Shout out to Chris Reck over at Minnow Pond. This is a sense of wholeness and harmony that I think is really available to us in this two-day period of time, okay? We also have the Hermit, though, okay? And sometimes when you take the Hermit and the World card together, it may feel as if there is a separation between us and the world, you know? And for a lot of you, it may be a very appropriate type of energy that says, for a long time you felt separate from the world, but now there's this sense of wholeness. It could be that a lot of you felt odd, kind of the odd person out, or a little bit of, you know, a little bit of that separation, or even a sense of loneliness for some of you that I feel like is really, we're feeling like part of something right now. And this is you being accepted or feeling as if you belong somewhere, but then also with that Moon card, kind of not trusting it. You know, it's kind of like something is making you feel very welcomed and very loved and very appreciated, but you're like, I don't know exactly what's going on here. A little bit of suspicion, maybe, because the hermit seems like the hermit's not part of the world, And so I feel like this is, for some of you, this is like I'm maintaining my individuality, but I also feel a unity with the whole group or the whole system or the whole universe, Anyway, hermit energy. There may have been a lot of time alone. I feel like there's been a lot of reflection and a lot of stillness. Yeah. And this may be a very important time for some of that reflection and stillness in your life still, right? To gain the clarity that some of you need with that moon card, where we maybe don't see the step forward, we don't see what's the truth of the situation, that something is happening here, but we don't quite trust it. So we may need to seek wisdom from your inner voice rather than wisdom from the crowd. Everybody else might be telling you this is a blessing, this is good, this is perfect, this is what you want. And you're thinking, well, let me ask myself if this is really what I want, or if this is, if I'm going to trust this, if I'm going to allow myself to move forward in this particular direction, etc. So still a very good time for journaling and meditation, quiet moments to try to bring that clarity in, okay? Don't fear your solitude either, okay? Solitude and moments to yourself or quiet time, it's good for recharging and gaining perspective. I feel like a lot of you are seeking answers, and those answers are going to come from inside of you. The silence inside will reveal the truth of that moon energy, whatever is the maybe misunderstanding or a little bit of the mistrust or the fog or the cloud that might be laying heavily on your path right now. Okay, because the hermit's kind of like, again, just sort of going off trail. The hermit is the one that has their own path through life. Very Taoist, right? Kind of following the way. And there may be some fog on your way right now. And basically the hermit just says, okay, I'm going to sit here and wait for the fog to clear, and then I'm going to continue on. Okay? This card is about you seeking those answers within yourself. Okay? You carry inside of yourself an inner light that is going to help you to navigate the dark, scary forest of that moon card. So allow your intuition and the subtle perception and your gut feeling, allow your inner light to guide your steps right now. And when the time feels right, you're going to continue on. Maybe there is then this sharing or this embracing of something. And I think that, within a couple of days, if there is this moon energy for you, in terms of, the path forward being a little bit clouded, I think within 48 hours, the weather will clear and the path forward will be revealed to you. And it seems like it's leading us to a 10 of Cups. Now, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. I want you to claim this reading. Yeah, let me know that this is for you. All right. So the 10 of Cups, anyway. This is a card of family, love, and emotional fulfillment. And with that gift of the 6 of Cups, it may feel as if something really, really sweet is happening. Something that feels good. But maybe for some of you, there's a little bit of a doubt if it's actually good for you. The 10 of Cups is saying, it's good for you. Not only does it feel good, but it's good for you. I want you to claim this card. This is relationships that feel harmonious. This is a sense of lasting happiness. This is, for some of you, this is going to be romance. Okay? For some of you, this is going to be realizing that the effort you've been putting into something is paying off. And that not only is it paying off, right now in this 2-day window of time, something good happens, but you're going to realize that there's a long-term benefit as well. That this is something that's leading to kind of a lasting happiness or a dream come true type of energy. Blessings are overflowing here with this card. And it may have a lot to do with your home or your community or your place in the world. Okay, this is a card of joy and peace and love. Yeah. So this is you celebrating that love that's around you, because that's your greatest wealth. That's your greatest asset. That is the real blessing of life, is feeling that love. Yeah. And so for some of you, even if this is career related or it has to do with your finances, it's the feeling that matters. It's not the stuff, it's not the money itself, but it's the feeling that it gives you. And maybe the Six of Cups is your ability to share that love and that joy with other people, using money as the means, you know. You're creating something long-term and something lasting. And I think this is absolutely beautiful. So it is a period of time to sort of emphasize love, and even for some of you, family, community, but the emotional fulfillment. Okay, I want to do one thing before we continue on. I want to do a manifestation oracle card. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. And I want you to claim this reading, so let's light up the comments with some positivity as we do our manifestation card. We have the heartfelt petition. Ask Spirit for help and express gratitude for what you have. Share what you have. Show appreciation. I feel for some of you, this is you now receiving a gift or a token of appreciation from someone. And I think that it's important that you then kind of pass that energy on to the people in your life that you appreciate. I receive in divine timing. Okay, I receive in divine timing. Expressing gratitude for what you have. I think that's really nice. We have a Chariot over here, which does show that we're sort of moving forward again. So if there is, for some of you, this feeling of the dark, scary forest or the fog that has settled on the road for you, which may seem like, you know, you've driven when it's been very foggy, right? I've driven in such dense fog that you can't even see the hood of the car. And that's kind of when you know I should pull over and wait for the fog to clear a little bit. So for some of you, that's going to be the energy that's in your life right now. But the Chariot is a card that brings momentum. Through your focus and your determination, we're going to get the outcome we want. Okay, we're going to get to that destination of that dream come true, whatever your dreams or goals are. But when things become foggy or clouded, we've got to wait for clarity. Okay, your discipline has been taking you a long, long way. This is a card of balancing your emotions with your willpower. So I think that this is us giving and receiving love and affection, sharing in the blessings, sharing in the good feelings, and staying very focused on creating more of those and getting that forward momentum to our goals. You're staying centered. I feel like there are no distractions right now that are pulling you away, although I think with that Moon card and the Six of Cups, you might be wondering if some things that feel very good right now are indeed distractions, or if they are part of your focus, you know, if they are part of this momentum that you feel. And I think we're using the water energy, the love, the pleasure, the good feelings, we're using those to fuel the Chariot, okay? We're using those to help us continue on our journey, not to slow us down or to become distractions, okay? I feel like you have your eyes locked on the bigger goal, and it feels like if there is some cloudiness or some fog on your path, that we're enjoying the moment of pause that we may be getting right now. Even though we didn't want to stop, I didn't want to pull over, but if it's too foggy to drive, you pull over and maybe we'll just go eat at a restaurant or something, or we'll just we'll hang out with our friends, listen to some music. We'll have a good time while we wait for the fog to clear. Okay, so I think that is a really really positive aspect as well. But I feel that we're still continuing on our journey. I think if there is any kind of a pause right now, it's going to be a very short pause. Okay, just for a little bit of clarity. We're waiting for a little bit of certainty before we decide something, whether it has to do with family or friends or romance or even business. I feel like good things are happening. Six of Pentacles is a good thing happening too. This is us sharing. See, we're sharing our wealth. We're sharing our time, our effort, our energy, our money, sharing our love with other people. We're exchanging love and affection. We're exchanging even a financial sort of exchange. Okay, so I think that it's a very prosperous time. I think there is, again with the koi, there is always enough. There's always enough love. There's always enough abundance around, and I think that you're getting your fair share of the abundance right now too. The Six of Pentacles is giving and receiving. Not just money, but everything that we might give and receive to others. Okay, a real generosity is kind of the name of the game right now too. This is help and support also. That might be necessary and very welcomed right now for you. Okay, especially if there is that moon energy, if there is that dark, scary forest energy, it may be that we're asking Spirit for help and expressing gratitude for that help and saying, I receive in divine timing. I feel like for a lot of you, Spirit is putting the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. And it's up to you to welcome that, embrace that, and engage those resources. Okay? Be willing to give assistance and also receive it with gratitude. Okay, so it may be that the fog has cleared and there's something that's unclear, that we're waiting for that fog to clear, and there is the need for that clarity. And it could be that we're welcoming a little bit of assistance right now in order to get through that sort of hazy period. Okay. This is a card of fairness and kindness that's going to bring harmony to your relationships right now. This is also about basically sharing resources, okay, in order to build up more resources. You know, the gratitude and the generosity is going to multiply your blessings right now. And sharing those resources with others is a way of us both giving and receiving support and help and all that good stuff. You know, a very good window of time here for us. We have the Nine of Cups as well, which to me that's all the happiness, and that is I think really like that's us kind of resting in a kind of contentment with the progress that we've been making. I think for a lot of you there is an energy of coming to a very big conclusion of something, a very big accomplishment, and then the Moon card being a mystery about, well, what's coming next, you know? So this seems like maybe a pause between a very big achievement and what the next journey is for you, or what the next segment of your path is going to be. Nine of Cups is contentment and emotional satisfaction. Wishes are coming true. There is comfort. There is happiness. There is gratitude and appreciation for what you have. This is allowing yourself to enjoy the simple luxuries and pleasures of life. That Six of Cups, enjoy that. And happiness is going to grow when you share it with others, the sixes, right? 6 and 6 sharing that happiness. So I think that for some of you, yeah, this is going to be a pause because we're not sure yet about what's coming next or what to do next, or what's the next step to take. And so we're going to have a very nice time while we wait for clarity. We're going to enjoy what we have and what we've accomplished. I think that a lot of you are realizing your larger place in the world. And this is a moment to sort of reflect on that and welcome that and integrate that energy in. But the Nine of Cups to me is saying we still have more journey to make. There still is road before us, okay? And I think that it's, especially with the Chariot, it's important that we get clarity and we figure out like where to go from here, and we keep going in that direction because we're going to be multiplying. The Nine of Cups is a happiness multiplier, okay? And I think happiness is going to multiply when we share it with others, when we have gratitude and we have acceptance and we share and we sort of, it feels like a potluck. It feels like a holiday gathering that's always better when there is a potluck. Yeah. We have a Three of Swords also, which we need to talk about. Can't ignore that just because it's at the end. This may be for some of you something related to the past that you can finally let go of now. Okay, some kind of a fear or even a, something that may be a little bit more deep-seated for you, but some kind of disappointment or heartache, something painful that you're able to acknowledge and let go of, okay? And it may be that it's, this is a very sweet moment in your life with the Sixes, and it may be a sweet moment that is kind of reminding you of the struggles that you've had. And so it maybe it's the success that you're receiving now is, it's kind of hard to accept it for some of you. There may be a little bit of a suspicion about stuff that feels good, or even suspicion about people that want to help you, or suspicion about people that are going to share with you. And so this card is us kind of dealing with a little bit of that apprehension. We don't trust everybody very, very readily, do we, Leo? And for some of you, this is going to be opening your heart to more compassion and a deeper love because you remember the challenges that you faced. I kind of feel that this is a relief, that you're getting a lot of sweetness in your life right now, and I feel like there's tears, but it's happy tears, because you can finally let go of something, because all of the struggle that you've been through now feels like it's starting to lift, So this is something that you've felt fully. Now it's okay to release it, You're allowing yourself to let go of something rather than holding it in. And I feel that this is a time, maybe with that Moon card too, it's kind of like, it's like we're going through that fog where we start to, we're sort of doubting the success. We're doubting maybe like our progress, or doubting ourselves, doubting what we're doing. Not trusting in the universe, really, not trusting in our efforts. But then you're getting the blessings of the 6, the 10, the 6, the 9 of Cups. I mean, such good cards here that I think it's telling you it's okay to let go. It's okay for you to let go of the doubt. And really, it's okay for you to feel your heart. It's okay for you to let yourself feel good about this, trust in this, embrace this, share this, and multiply this, okay? I think for some of you, there is that Three of Swords, because when good things are happening, you're kind of like, now, when's the other shoe going to drop? When's the bad stuff going to happen now? So it was like we don't trust the good things sometimes. I feel like Spirit's telling you that you can. Yeah. Let's look at the mystery card over here. What is this going to be? But perhaps clarity. So Ace of Swords or High Priestess. If you have a prediction, please put a guess, a hunch down in the comments below. Okay, let's see what we have. The Justice card. I feel like for some of you, this is a karmic reward. This is kind of like saying you're getting all the good stuff now because you've had to endure all the bad stuff for so long. I feel like there's a restoration of balance, Okay? I feel like there's also, for some of you, there's going to be a very big decision to make about the next step. Okay? So this is a card of wisdom and discernment, allowing you, to me, this is clarity. This figure has the Ace of Swords, so it's like you have the clarity that you need in order to make the decision that you need to make. You have the sword and the scales, okay? So I feel that, there is there's a fairness, okay? There's a truth that's being revealed. I feel like this is you getting that clarity and using that clarity then to make the right decision about something. This is, the honesty. This is the appropriate value judgment. That at first you can't make this decision because of that moon card. There's fog. It's cloudy. Can't decide something. I can't make a judgment because I don't have all the info. Now you have all the info. Now you can make that choice. Yeah, because you have clarity. And you have integrity. And so I think this is a really wonderful confirmation. It kind of brings us right back round to that moon card that we started with. Yeah. Anyway, we're going to do the extended reading. Click on through, hit the join button down below. Leo, I thank you, I love you, and we're all in this together.